Hello, my name is Edgar Lok Tin Yong, and this is my website. I hope you are well. Wherever you are, stay safe. And today we are going to talk more about Feng Shui as usual. And this is the 21st video. So today we're going to talk about a few more tips about the selection of land. Last video we talked about a few rules to select the land, and this one we're going to talk about a few more to help you if you are in the process of finding land to build. Okay, so let's wrap this out and let's continue to give you a few more tips about buying a piece of land or select a piece of land. The wind, because Feng Shui, Feng is wind, so wind is one of the factor. So if when you go to a place, you feel when you get off your car and go to inspect that land and that's very windy, and that very windy is not a good sign. So if you live in Melbourne, you will, have you ever been to Dockland? Dockland there is quite windy, so people not really want to stay there for long. There's very windy there. So if you observe the business at that area may not be doing so well. So wind is the factor. So you need to watch out for like a windy place. So windy place. Secondly is we don't select a land very close to a fire station. Fire station. Okay. Third, fire station, because the fire engine come in and out, very noisy, very like there's a noise, the sound, 杀气. And then hospital, don't buy your house too close to the hospital, because hospital is not for healthy people. It's more for people who get sick. So the hospital, they have some bad energy there. Fourth is like a church. And why? I'll tell you later. Why church? And fifth is you need to know where this land what was used before. For example, were the land there before was a farm or just a bushland? That's okay, no problem. But was it before a cemetery, or was it before a slaughterhouse, abattoir, killing the animal? Then they have a bit more sharp energy there. Or is that a jail? Like in Melbourne, that's a very interesting. In the area of Melbourne, there's one jail they convert into the residential. I wonder how people doing there. Sometimes it's not really the physical Feng Shui. It's sometimes more the psychological issue for that Feng Shui, the area. So so the land used before, so that is a few things you need to bear in mind to find a good land as well. So why not church? Church is a very interesting place. Church, you get married there, get wedding there, and someone pass away, they also have to celebrate their life there as well. But that is not the point. The point is the tower. The church, they have the very tall tower. So it depends on which side you are at the church. Like you are at the right side or either at the left side. So let's say if you the house facing this way, then this tower, church tower, become your green dragon. It gives you protection, right? So if you are on this side of the church, the tower, then that becomes the right tiger. So right tiger actually is very suppressed and will not bring good energy to this house. I can show you an example. This example here is I was in Europe, early this year, starting of the year. I was in this place called in Poland called Krakow or Krakow. There's in the market square there. There's a church. Church there. It's very interesting. This church is, if you know about Europe, you know this is the St. Mary Basilica. St. Mary Basilica, and you see that's the facing. You're facing up, and the right tiger is a bit taller as well. See, the right tiger side is a bit taller, so it's for female. So if that tiger is a little bit taller compared with the green dragon, it's fine. But if there's no green dragon, then that is not so good. So on the other side of the market, that marketplace is the town hall. The design of the town hall is kind of like this. They have a tall tower at the back, so they face this way. So the tall tower actually is at the white tiger side. So, but now the base is gone because there've been a lot of issues. Like they're struck by lightning. They have fire. They become, one of the chamber become a torture place because the negative energy there. So it's not so good. So if you look at from the town hall point of view, the church here is the tiger, the white tiger. So it brings negative energy to this place. Plus that tower is on the right tiger side of the town hall. It brings double bad energy. In the center there was they call a clothing market or marketplace there. Maybe I draw it like that. It will be better. So they have a door here, door there, and door there, and door there. So actually, I into that market the marketplace was really busy. And if you are watching and you've been to my workshop before, you know why this place is very busy. By drawing this, so that is become a tiger to that as well. So 1 tiger, 2 tigers, 3 tigers, 3 tigers to this town hall. No wonder this town halls have some very bad luck for the town halls. Firstly, I think I read, they told me there's some, like the fire burning down, struck by lightning, and bomb, and then they have made some mistake of the building incorrectly, so all sorts of trouble. So that is the effect of the white tiger. So you do need really to be very careful of the white tiger. So if just a little bit up, just a little bit taller, it's okay, but not too much. This is too much. This is too much. And then if you can, Google it up as well. So white tiger is green dragon is very important. So you need protect it. So, and also that is, like the whole market, like that. I find on this side, the restaurant is a bit busier, the restaurant. So because they face this way. And if they face this way, that church here is become the green dragon, right? Very protected. And also some restaurant here, face this way, become the green dragon, and that's the white tiger. It's a little bit lower, so that's fine. So if they face this way, like shops face this way, then this has become the white tiger. So it's not that ideal. If next time you go out to some tourist spot or some places, observe this rule. The feng shui is very practical. You need to observe, and also maybe don't trust me what I tell you. You just go to observe yourself, see whether this is correct or not. So don't believe, just assume. You can assume I'm right and to prove I'm wrong. Also another thing to do. So that is why the church sometimes can be very good, sometimes can be very bad. Depends on which side you are at. Depends on which side you are at. So that's a very good example. That's a very, very good example here. And another good example was in Europe. The New Year Eve, we were in Vienna, Vienna, music capital, and I visited Mozart's house. He lived in Vienna. In the house, he lived there in 1784 to 1787. I think 3 years in that particular house. And that house, it has this format. So let's say this is the house here, and this house there, this house there, this house there, this house there, and this house there, this house there. There's one street coming in, there's another street coming in, and there's another street coming in. So normally you will not select this type of qi, hitting to the house. And remember, I told you before, if you can do it, if you make it feng shui energy correctly, and actually it will be good. So during a visit that museum, that Mozart's house, and he said during his time in Vienna, when he stayed in this house, actually he's doing very, very well, making a lot of money, and he has 3 jobs. One is paying as a soloist, doing music, performing, getting income. Secondly, as a composer, getting money, and then work for I think work for one of the king as well. So see, imagine 1 water, 2 water, 3 water coming into that house. So it really depends how you treat, how you treat the feng shui. The other very interesting thing is the facing line. I'll show you. I'll put a compass. I have the record up. The facing line is facing in fire, like this facing here is facing Ding Wei, which is the in fire goat direction. So in our feng shui, if you know how to do a good feng shui, this is called a storage. Remember with the ox, the goat, the dog, the dragon, is so These four animals. These four animals, they call the storage or call the earth animal. If you do the feng shui correctly, it actually opens up a storage for you and you can get a lot of treasure out of it. If you do it incorrectly, this storage, it represents a tomb or hospital or a court, you know. So it really depends, a fine line, depends on how you activate, and is it good to activate or correctly activate. So this part is quite complicated, so I'm not going to further explain. This is more the advanced course content. The four earth animals is also represent, because earth is trust. Trust is religions, belief as well. So during Mozart lived in this house, he become a Freemason. So it's like a society, a group. Then he convert and become one of their members. So that actually also matching the configuration. However, I still not recommend, if you not engage a feng shui consultant to help you design, and I still not recommend you choose such a configuration of energy hitting to the house in a T-junction or in the corner block or cul-de-sac. So that I still not recommend. So if you do it incorrectly, that will bring in a lot of bad result, and it's quite hard to do as well. So not recommend you buy a land property in the T intersection. So okay. So we cover that, and what else you need to be aware of is like not on a very busy street. Generally a good feng shui, if let's say that's the main road, very car going in and going out, and that's a very busy street, car going very fast. So car going very fast, meaning the water flowing very quick. The water flowing quick, that's the qi is not stay. Remember we talked about when the qi is slow, when the street turn the speed limit down to 40, the section of the street will become more busier. So don't select on the very busy road. You can select on the on the next smaller or at the back street, a bit quiet, and that will be better. Area. So even for shops, you select on a very busy road, also not a good idea. Have you ever seen freeway? On a freeway that has many shops? No, there's only like petrol station, and even the petrol station, they move, not at the side of the freeway. They still move a bit away from the freeway. You have to turn and drive to the petrol station. So yeah, so it's pretty much about it on this video, and I see you next time. I hope you enjoy the video, and if you like my video, please give me a like, or you want to subscribe, or you feel free to share. Hopefully your friends will benefit from this. Thank you.